Go just show you all the mods I've done. We put the FJ3 200, it's actually 3-in-1. It's 25 milliwatt, 100 milliwatt, and 200 milliwatt system in there with screen on the back. It definitely has a little screen right there to tell you what's going on. I have two different wiring jobs going to the camera here, if you guys can see that. One is for an external battery plug, which I just finished here on the bottom. Ran that right out the bottom and then put it in here so I can have a 3.7 volt. This is actually a 500 milliamp. This is a 380. So depending on how much I'm going to be using the FPV system will determine whether I'm going to bring this one or this one out for the day. But this is so that I can run the FPV camera on a higher milliwatt band, because when I originally installed this, as you can see, I direct wired the, oops, let's see if I can get this to focus. Come on now. Focus. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's going to be silly. This is actually the plug that was for the LED port right here, and so if I'm just out and about doing normal activities and I don't need much FPV range, up to about 200 meters, I will use this plug. If I'm out for the day to do some long-range flying, then I will definitely be attaching the external battery to the side there and running that at 100 milliwatt or 200 milliwatt, depending on my needs. But so I've done, you know, a pretty crazy wiring job here, so I can use both plugs. And then I soldered in the SMA connection here in the back, so I can choose what antenna system I want to put on here. So there is where the SMA comes out. I got to clean that up a little bit still, but that's where the SMA jack is coming out the back for either dipole, omnidirectional, whatever I choose to put on there. And you see I just hot glued in the FPV camera. Works flawlessly. So yeah, man, Bugs is definitely getting some mods done to it here. Transmitter got the that actually made a huge increase in range just by putting that 3 dBi antenna on there. I have no idea why this doesn't want to focus. There we go. And the goggles are having no problem picking up the signal. So I figured today would be the first time we're actually going to run this on 100 milliwatt or 200 milliwatt and see exactly how much range we can get out of it just by doing the transmitter antenna mod there with the 3 dBi on the top. That's also SMA in case I want to change that antenna out. I was easily getting 200, 250 meters of range with this today. I honestly think the only holdback that I was really having was that I was losing FPV because I was only on the 25 milliwatts right here. So I decided to wire in this whole extra battery setup now so I can actually run it at 100 milliwatt or 200 milliwatts because plugging it into the LED port on here is too much power. It can't draw the 100 milliwatts it needs or the 200 milliwatts. It runs perfectly on 25 milliwatts, but as soon as you want to bump the VTX up to a higher milliwatt, the board can't handle it through the LED port. So we decided to do the external hookup. So there you go, man. That's the external side. I think that looks pretty good. You won't even notice it once the cowl's on there. Put a little piece of Velcro here and choose my battery. Each one of these will get a piece of Velcro so I can plug it in, just strap it on the side. And it's not much weight. Should stay pretty hidden there along the sidewall like that. So good to go, man. Bugs is getting tons of modifications here. So, all right, guys. See you on the flip. Toodaloo.